unashamed. Yeah, I'm unashamed, unashamed, unashamed. Yeah, I'm unashamed, unashamed, unashamed. Yeah, I'm unashamed, unashamed, unashamed. Yeah, unashamed, unashamed, unashamed. Unashamed, fighting all through the night. Unashamed, fighting with the word of light. Unashamed, fighting with the through the night. Unashamed, fighting with the word of light. Unashamed, unashamed, unashamed. Unashamed, unashamed, unashamed.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel.
I'm unashamed, unashamed, unashamed.
Welcome to the video, guys. We are getting into a new review of a new game I haven't talked about in a minute. It's been a couple months since I talked anything about Final Fantasy Origins. I talked a little bit about it in one of my review videos a couple months back. And right now I'm going to go ahead and just talk a little bit about my opinions and my concerns regarding the new Final Fantasy Origins game that just had a trailer that just came out a couple hours ago. I was not able to react to it earlier because I was at work, so now I'll be able to talk about it in its full capacity. So let's get straight into it. The first thing that turned me off about this game at the beginning when they first showcased it was the gameplay. That was the number one thing that turned me off about this game. I just don't like it. I think it's clunky. I think it looks weird. Also, I don't like the lighting. The lighting looks really bad. A lot of people were saying a lot of negative things concerning the graphics, but I see in the new trailer they fixed a lot of the glitching and anti-aliasing that was going on. Whatever was going on, I'm not sure, regarding the graphics, they fixed the problem. That's what I'm trying to say. It is made by Team Ninja, and we're gonna get into that into a second. How I feel about Team Ninja. Of course, the story seems like there's some war going on between the crystals and the main characters trying to stop the darkness and all that kind of stuff. It's very similar to Nova Cristralis, all the games that were Final Fantasy 15 versus 13. I talked about this in my channel before. So they're gonna be dealing with a lot of those kind of concepts in this game. As far as I'm concerned, this is a Final Fantasy 1 reboot or something like that, where they're going to try to retell the story of Final Fantasy. I saw that they brought in Garland, a very well-known antagonist. That's the word I'm trying to think of. I've never played Final Fantasy 1. I think there's a lot of people that haven't played it either. The current Final Fantasy generation knows nothing about those characters unless you've played Dissidia. And let's talk about that. Team Ninja. Team Ninja is the same people that made Final Fantasy Dissidia NT in 2018, I believe. I've talked about that game on this channel before, and that game is horrible. It's not good whatsoever. In my humble opinion, the game just doesn't click, you know. And when I saw the game got announced, I thought the game was going to be just like it was on the PlayStation or the PSP. Right now on NT, it is nothing like that. It is catered towards multiplayer. Multiplayer aspects of the game have pretty much bled into the actual gaming mechanics and gameplay mechanics. So much so that it slows the game down. It's not as responsive as it's supposed to be, even if you're playing offline. Even offline, the game still feels slow, sluggish, not responsive, and those were the biggest reasons why I personally could not stand the city in Final Fantasy NT. I still have the game, you know, just for the sake of nostalgia. Yeah, you know, I still got the game right here. You know, this is the copy that I had purchased. I don't remember the last time I purchased this, and this is not the first copy I had. This is my second copy. My first copy I gave to my brother, and the second copy is the one you're looking at right now. And this is not even a brand new copy of the game. This is a used copy, but the game is not good whatsoever, and I don't recommend this to anyone. This game is horrible. If you go online, nobody will be online. So good luck finding somebody online, because nobody's gonna be online. So Final Fantasy Origins is being made by the same people that made that game. The game that absolutely insults the original on PlayStation, on the PSP. And when I look at Final Fantasy Origins, I literally was like, I was seeing Final Fantasy, the city of NT flashbacks, especially when they started using the magic. I was like, oh my gosh, this looks just like the city of Final Fantasy NT. And the movement and everything looks very, very similar to the city, or the city of NT, that is. In terms of the gameplay, I just, honestly, I wouldn't advise you guys pre-order the game. You need, if you were looking at getting this game, you need to at least consider waiting till the game drops. But I think the biggest concern for this game is the gameplay. Like I said, they already fixed the graphics. The graphics look like something. You know what I'm saying? They actually look like something now. Like I said, I really don't like the main protagonist too much. He looks too much like Core from Final Fantasy 15. So be that as it may, whatever. But yeah, he's there, and then of course Garland is in the game. I'm not sure if he's the main antagonist or not, but it's looking as if they're gonna give some backstory for Garland as well. So we'll see what's going on with that. Yeah, man, I just wanted to go ahead and talk about this game real quick and give y'all my personal opinions on the game. And of course, I think the story is interesting, but it's just another Final Fantasy story, generic Final Fantasy story. And it's funny because they always start out revealing these games and they look horrible, and then they have to go back, fix the game up a little bit, and then after they hear the feedback, then now they want to release the real trailer. It's just like, please just release a game that works and actually looks impressive. Like, what I'm saying? Do not release a trailer of a game that just isn't ready to be released. They always do that at Square Enix. They release trailers for games that are nowhere near ready to be finished. So hopefully they do not rush this like they did the city of Final Fantasy NT. You know what I'm saying? It just that was a rushed game. I can tell. And even if they did gear it towards multiplayer, it can still work. That game, there's no excuse for that game. That game sucks, and it's just objectively bad. I don't know anybody that likes the game. But yeah, just that's my caution concerning this game. Those are my concerns. That Team Ninja is my biggest concern regarding this game. So I'm not just bashing it to bash it. I'm just kind of concerned because it's made by the people that flopped with Dissidia. It didn't work, so we'll see. Thank y'all for clicking on the video. Stay unashamed in this dark and wicked world.